cyborg action right here, friends. You know, again, the Bryan is just not to be slept on. He certainly knows what he's doing. But I got to say the same here for Nitro. The Alisa is an absolute monster, an absolute behemoth. Let's see what we get here. Gainer 1. Level up, friends. I cannot believe I'm finally on level up. I've been commentating for almost a decade. I don't know if I've ever actually worked with this the stream channel before, but very honored to be here. Obviously one of the front runners in fighting game knowledge, everything. I mean, it's kind of like the Walmart of fighting games. Show up there if you want to be better.
Yeah,
Show up if you want to be better, okay?
All right, well, here we go. We're going to be getting into it here. Alisa versus Bryan. And NitroVandel's been doing really good. Like, the way that they find their openings, they're usually pretty excellent on that. The chainsaws are definitely going to be coming out to play.
Man, the name of the game versus Alisa is watch how you get up. It's not watch how you fight her, it's watch how you stand up, because the damage is not stopping. That's plus, and I'm going to go ahead and toss some mids in there to cover myself a little bit. Watch them feet. There's the snake edge.
Uh-oh. Oh, and it's going to keep going. Oh, that's going to be it, right? There's no way they drop this. Oh, no!
You're OD! You're OD!
You were talking about watch how you get up against.
Watch how you get up.
Alisa, but this is just watch how Alisa gets up at that point.
Watch how she gets up. And again, it goes back to what you talked about. One too many lows, and then because of that, you know, you just find yourself getting punished.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's just traditional fighting game stuff on the one. You know, got your momentum killed, got your flames doused. It happens to the best of us. Gets the counter hit against the wall. Not a good position to be in.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, NitroVandel definitely makes it up here a little bit. They are a fan of the lows. That's 100% for sure. But, big opening. Gets the launcher off that. Are they going to be able to close it out? They do. And they take that round 2.
Ooh, the mock breaker. Watch your jaw. I mean, I know you're robotic. Kind of fix your jaw for no, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, show up and, you know, get a couple things tightened back up.
Just get it tuned up.
Just get tuned up. But, wow. Bryan, Ferry.
Oh, yeah, dude, this is absolutely insane. Just absolutely bullying this robot at the moment. Just trying to find a way to just continue to put the pressure down. Another one, all right. Will it connect? No, good block.
A little off the mark, yes, and she always has the chainsaw right there to cover herself. It's tough fighting Alisa because she goes high, but then the slide in is a low. Doesn't seem to matter, though. Mock breaker taking Alisa's head right off her shoulders.
Round 4.
Wow. This is just absolute insanity right here. Okay, so obviously no walls here this time, so we have to make sure we get as much money out of our combos as possible. Task within itself, though.
Yep.
Got to adjust on the fly.
We're not seeing another perfect, are we? We've seen, like, this is going to be a third perfect that we are seeing today, man. Oh, my goodness, the people are showing up and showing out, and they are just absolutely putting on the show.
Okay. Okay, heavy. Horseshoe low right there, not looking for any wild rising attacks, just standing up and resetting the neutral. And yes, Bryan really looking for the mids, gets the snake edge though. Bam. Yes, a little, okay. Bryan has like that combo string too out of his juggles where like even if he drops any part of it, don't stand up incorrectly because now you're back in it again.
Yep, there we go. Another one of these, just a wake up and put him to bed, man. Trying to get a lot of damage on there, but this is gonna be a big opening. Nope, not actually gonna be big enough. And there we go, man. Bebo closes it out. A little bit too close for comfort, but you know, that's where you separate good players from great players.
It's those lows, I'm telling you. It's just one aspect here in Tekken that I feel like some of the other fighting games don't quite, you know, have that same sort of eye on. You know, again, you can go low in any fighting game, but in this game, the fact that you can go low and then the counter hits obviously set you up to get combo string. It's just, I mean, from a viewer standpoint, you know, love it. Actually, being in the thick of things, kind of don't like getting counter load, but it's whatever though. But
no, we definitely got NitroVandel, definitely a big fan of going for these low hits. They've been capitalizing as much as they can out of them. But okay, there we go. Nice little string right there. Ooh, okay.
A lot of damage here. That's plus. Very smart right here to not press a button. And again, a Nitro just has those attacks where the animation looks like they're going high and then they switch right into low ever so slightly, and it's enough right there to just kind of keep you on your toes. Bebo, understanding you're going to have to get up close and personal here. You can't play the long game. You definitely don't want to play that game with Alisa too. She can shoot those arm rockets away.
Okay.
Oh my lord. The Laurel, Maryland Chainsaw Massacre is here.
Yeah, but now we got, oh, okay, that was big.
Damn.
Oh my goodness, all right. Huge counter hit right there and just absolutely, you know, close out the game. That's exactly what you want to be doing. But now we're going to be getting to this next part here. NitroVandel really finding their rhythm now. This is looking much better for him.
It really is. I mean, NitroVandel has just completely come into themselves here, not allowing the party to get started at all. I know I got armor on that. It ain't your turn to attack. And that's another aspect of Tekken 7 as some of the other Tekken iterations obviously are just not, you know, you're just not really leaning into is as there's some moves that have armor on them. So even when it is their turn to attack, if you know you have the life lead and you got armor, meet them halfway. We're trading, but I'm winning. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird spot to be in, but you know what? You do got to hand it to NitroVandel, man. They definitely found a way to turn that around. It went to a game 5 in that first match, and then the second one, just a quick little 3-0 to get that going. But I think this should be the final battle between these two. We'll see how it plays out. But right now, man, NitroVandel's got a lot of momentum behind them. They're playing well. They're hitting their buttons correctly. It's just got to see if they can keep that up.
We shall see here. It is still Alisa. It is still Bryan Fury. And these players here are still locked into the Matrix right now. I mean, they are just tapped into the mainframe. Those fingers are pressing the right buttons, but we'll see. We'll see how this is going to all shake out here. The Bryan, again, very strong, but Bryan doesn't quite have that physical range that, you know, Alisa has. And so because of that, you're just not given those opportunities to get up close and personal on her. You got to get it nice. Mock breaker to kick it off. Watch them feet.
Nope. Woo! Okay, there we go. I mean, I was talking about the NitroVandel momentum, but man, people don't care right now.
Every time I see Bryan's Gatling punches, I think of guard chomp and poking because he has those too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
a lot of guard chomp is based off of Bryan Fury in this game.
Actually, that's a lot of the characters in Pokken. They're just based off a Tekken character in some way, shape, or form. Man, it's actually it's such a neat game. It really is.
Like it made it hard for me to commentate Pokken because I'm like, oh, Gatling punch. Oh, that's not what that's called here, but it's the same thing, you know.
It's a sick game. It was a sick game. I hope we can probably get like another rendition of that. Maybe get a little bit more of a competitive scene. But either way,
yeah. Pokemon developers, if you're watching, get rid of field phase. Okay, if you get rid of field phase, Pokken tournament moves up the tier list.
Oh yes, yes, you are speaking absolute facts there. But also speaking facts, man, is the way that Bebo is trying to find these openings here and just absolutely punishing Vandal. But Vandal,
wow! It ain't your turn, and this should be a. Oh, you dropped it!
Oh, that's it. Yep.
Oh, mad unfortunate. You know, I was like, he's not even against the wall, but it shouldn't matter anyway at this life. I mean, you should be able to, you know, chop away at this. But unfortunately enough, it was just not the case here. Nitro, of course, listified another day, gets the snake edge, though. Watch them toes. This should be enough. Now, I did say earlier that Bryan doesn't have like the best poke. I mean, he can poke, but he has to be up close. You know, that jab into like that quick low, that type of stuff up close and personal is just a temperature checker.
No,
but,
I get you.
But when the life is low, obviously it becomes a bit of a detriment because Bryan framed at it. You don't want him pressing quick stuff like that up on you.
Yep, there we go. Gonna get those chainsaws built up, putting on that damage. And gonna be able to create some space too. So that's what NitroVandal's been trying to do this whole time. And then, you know, kicking that head over there. All right. But Bryan trying to find those poking tools like you mentioned. They're going to be able to take that game, man.
Bebo looking for the Debo here in loser's quarters. Bebo looking damn good, but Nitro, of course, not going quietly into the night. Here we are against the wall, and yes, nose to go low. Now, obviously, in a spot like that where you're crumpling, you're falling, everybody wants to stand up and block high. The mix-up, the normal brain mix-up is to go low. The big brain mix-up is actually hit him with a mid or a high just to see what happens. Oh, snake edge into the corner, maybe? Yes, we were against the wall. Couldn't tell where we were.
Okay.
No. Debo. Debo is the name.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was huge. You can see NitroVandel definitely feeling a little bit defeated there, but you know, hey, that was some good Tekken. That was some good Tekken. That's all it's all about.
That's right. Tasty Steve is somewhere watching this thinking that was some good-ass Tekken. Good-ass Tekken indeed. Wow. Beautiful stuff right there to both of those two individuals. You know, Bryan Fury is just an absolute monster of a character, a counter hit king. Alisa, obviously, a very strong character too. I like what we've seen in some of the earlier sets, you know, with Nitro.